Welcome back, everybody. I'm Tassie with Tassie Eats, and today I'm having Korean. So I ended up, I don't have any groceries at my house. We're still in day 2 of the snow emergency, and the plows are finally getting out. There's a lot of traffic right now. So I ended up just going to Hoban. Hoban is a Korean barbecue joint here in Uptown, and there's 2 Hobans in the Twin Cities. One's like out in Egan. That's more of a family style restaurant. They also have a buffet during lunch. I love that one. But because they have my gimbap there. And then this one though, the Hoban close to me, it's strictly more of just a Korean barbecue joint where you go and you cook your own food. So I actually ordered off of that menu, and they don't have like gimbap. They're more limited because it's more of just stuff to cook. And so this is their Bulgogi, and it's beef marinated. And then they gave me their sides, and I also ordered their seafood pancake, and I got an order of rice. This was $40, you guys. It was like 41 something. So they are very pricey. Most Korean joints up here, they are pretty expensive. I don't know, but I've had their food before, so let's go ahead and get started. One thing, they did not give me the dipping sauce for my pancake here, so I just made it myself. I mean, they're pretty lucky. I have all the ingredients for all of this stuff, actually. It's just, like the sauce stuff I had. The beef, I actually have some frozen beef. I could have just made my own bulgogi. You know what? I ended up going through an obstacle course, crossing 2 very, very long blocks just to get this for us. So, let's go ahead and try this. So, their seafood pancakes, right off the bat, it's very thick. And I've mentioned before, I'm not a huge fan of the really thick ones. It's good for what it is, but I do prefer the thinner, crispy ones. This is $16. This is like $20-something. Alright, now for their sides that they have, this is just broccoli. Their pickled radish is my favorite. That is good. This I actually know how to make. One day I'll do a video on this. For now, you can also look at other channels who also make this. This is actually just fish cake. And this is their kimchi, and then they have my other favorite. So this is their bean sprout that's cooked with a little bit of sesame oil and sesame seeds. And they do mashed potatoes. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little surprised when I saw mashed potatoes. They like to put corn in there. Alright. The bulgogi. Oh, Lord have mercy. There's like mushrooms at the bottom. Oh, so they put a bunch of veggies underneath the bulgogi. So it's not like it's this huge container full of it. It's not. And the rice, you do pay extra for rice too. I think Korean, I'm going to use my spoon. I think Korean restaurants, they're probably the only place I know of that charges you extra for rice with an entree. The bulgogi is a little dry. Why is it so dry? Where's the juice? Oh, the juice is on the bottom. So they put a bunch of raw veggies, and then they put my meat on top, and all the juice went underneath. So the juice is at the bottom. There's like a bunch of raw onion and raw mushrooms here. Why would you guys do that? Like, you guys don't even do that when we order at the Korean barbecue. And I have had barbecue there, where we grilled it ourselves. So just so you guys know, we do not have a lot of Korean barbecue joints in Minnesota. I could be wrong, but I think there's only 3 of them. There's Hoban in Uptown. And there's one other one in Minneapolis. I have not been to that restaurant. It's like Dem Sem or something like that. And then the other place, it's a Korean barbecue, all you can eat. And that's, it used to be called Sushi X, now it's called Sushi 6 Barbecue. Sushi X, where it's all you can eat for 25 bucks a person, it's a lot better than Hoban. This is $40, you guys. $40. Yeah. I do feel gypped, just so you know. But it's pretty rare. That's why I don't really go to Hoban. I have never done a video. This is my first time doing a video of Hoban. Because they are very expensive for mediocre Korean food. But I do like the restaurant, the family restaurant in Egan. My bulgogi at home tastes better than this. This is really dry. And even though the juices are at the bottom, it shouldn't be this dry though. Mm-mm. And before I could even go get my food and do this video, you guys, it was such a hot mess today with the snow emergency. So in another video, I had mentioned that when I went to go park my car at my apartment, I was inside for about 2 hours and about 5 more inches had come down. So there was like 2 inches and then it was 5 more inches. So I went to go move my car because we got a notice that we have to move our car because they're going to come and plow. And if you don't move your car, they tow it. And as I was moving my car out, I got stuck. My neighbors had to come and help me move my car, give me a push, and then I was able to move. And then when I went to go park it the next day when the snow stopped, like you have to move it by 8 o'clock at night to the other side of the block. And then the apartment people, they came and plowed it. So I could have moved my car back here. So what I did was I was shoveling for an hour, you guys, because the plows hadn't gone through yet. So the snow had built a wall around my car and I couldn't move. So I shoveled the whole area around my car and a path for me to leave on the road. I get into my car and there's like these 2 guys, they're hanging out in this car behind me. And I jump into my car and I'm trying to go and my car is not moving. I'm completely stuck. So the guy offered to give me a push. So they offered to push my car for me. And when they pushed it, I was finally able to go. And because the plows hadn't gone through the alleyway yet, there's a lot of snow in the alleyway. This morning, I saw at least 6 cars stuck in the alleyway. They couldn't move. So then I just basically held my breath and just gunned it in through the alleyway. I made it through. And then when you come to my apartment, it's a pretty tight turn to be able to park because when you turn, there is the trash bin and then there's the actual building. And you just have a little gap here to fit your car in. But the thing is, I have a neighbor with a big white SUV, like a huge SUV. It's like the size of an Escalade. And he had pulled in as far as he could go. But the problem is, right up against the building, they didn't shovel that area. So I was like, are you kidding me? I had already shoveled the whole street, you guys, just to get my car out. So that I get out of my car and I shovel the snow by the side, by the building so that my car will get traction. And then finally I was able to get through where there was enough space for me to get through. And then I went to go park and I was so happy. I was like jumping out of my car. I was super excited. There's these poles where I park the plow will not go close to the pole because it might hit the pole. So there was about a foot. And I pushed my car as far as it would go, but the snow was compacted there, so I couldn't go forward anymore. I was jumping out of my car. I was super happy I made it back to my spot. And my car was sticking out too much. That means no other cars would be able to get past me. So I take my shovel out again, a third time, you guys. I was so exhausted, and across the street there's this bank, and the big boss, he has like this huge window that overlooks my whole building, and he always stares at me as I'm going out there because I'm being weird. And like, I was so exhausted. I was like, I gave up a few times where I was just like laying on my hood. I was like just laying on my hood, and he was just watching me the whole time. I was like, this must be very entertaining to you. Snow emergencies suck. God, that's dry. It's like, snow emergencies wouldn't be bad when we only have like 2 to 3 inches of snow. But when you have as much snow as we got, oh, there were some areas, probably about like 20 minutes away from me, they got over 12 feet of snow, and, or is it 16 inches? But, not 12 feet, I'm so sorry, 12 inches, you guys. And then other places, they got like 16 inches, and my area, we got from 7 to 8 inches of snow. Horrible. It was really funny because I was outside earlier. And you guys know I don't like to wear pants. So I literally had my winter boots on, my really ugly winter boots. And I was wearing shorts, and I put my jacket over. I was wearing a shirt underneath, of course. And I go outside. And then the plow guy comes for our apartment. And he literally sees me. And then he stops and he rolls his windows down. And he's like looking at me. And he's like, "Aren't you cold?" I'm like a deer caught in the headlights because I'm like staring at him, and I'm like, no, because I didn't want to admit I don't want to wear pants. And then he's like looking at me, and he's looking at my legs, and he's looking at me, and he's like, "Are you wearing anything underneath that jacket?" No one has ever asked me that. A lot of people have seen me running around where it looks like I don't have clothes on underneath my jacket. And I looked at him. I said, "I don't like to wear pants." And he starts cracking up. And then I was like, "Oh my God, that sounds horrible, Tassie." And I was like, "I'm wearing shorts though." Kind of dawned on me that I think I look crazy sometimes. Like, but in my head, I don't think anything's wrong with that. But I think to other people, if they saw me, especially from a distance, they probably think I was a little crazy. These are cooked perfectly, almost. Just like a little raw still. And I put sesame oil on it. Oh, and this sauce is really easy. You just need, well, I use soy sauce, rice vinegar, a little bit of sesame oil, sesame seeds, and if you don't have the Korean powder, I use the dried Thai pepper flakes because the Korean powder is not spicy at all. There's no point in having it. It's just color. Oh, and there's like hardly any juice down here. Okay, I'm just gonna leave that. Oh man, it's another dry piece. Man, this is like some really bad bulgogi, man. This is like somebody who doesn't know how to make bulgogi. And they are a real Korean-owned restaurant. It's not like it's a chain or anything like that. or a franchise. It's like a real Korean restaurant. I don't think at a restaurant I've ever had bulgogi this bad. The beef ribs there, you guys, that they have, you only get like 6 of them. And it's $26 to $27 for one. That's a lot, you guys. Like, you could go to Sam's Club and buy a huge 4-pounder for like $30. Okay. And eventually I'll do a Korean barbecue episode for you guys, where I'll show you guys how I marinate all my meats. And then after it's marinated for at least a day, I'll grill it for you guys. And then I'll have Korean barbecue. I already did a video on how to make the pancakes here. And I hate it when they use the big onions like that. I don't want to eat a huge string of green onion, so I don't like it. So in my video, I chop them up. These two are a lot better than this. I think this is like just overcooked. There's not much flavor to it too, though. Like, I can't taste like sesame oil or anything. So a lot of Korean dishes, they have a really good balance between sweet and salty. This is just weird. It's just salty. It's just dry. And in this dish, you might not think it. In the fish dish here, appetizer, there's actually sugar in there. Syrup. Kimchi radish is my favorite. I don't know if you guys can see how dry that is. It's like burnt dry. Man. Not happy. I'm so excited to be going to California soon here. I get to see my siblings I haven't seen in a long time. My nieces and my nephews are out there. One of them I've never met. She was born just a few years back. I don't really know how old she is. They're doing her birthday while I'm there. I think she's turning 3. But yeah, I think she's 3 because she looks too big for a 2-year-old. But I haven't met her yet. So it'll be pretty nice. I'll finally get to meet her. I don't even know if she can speak Hmong. So she's half Mexican and half Hmong. I don't know if she can speak Hmong. In her videos of her, she's always speaking in English. I don't know. What? Oh my god, no! You guys, I just ate a ton of salty stuff. And there was like a cut up pear, Asian pear, or apple in there. I totally just chewed down on like an apple. A raw apple. When I just had all that salty stuff. Man, that was wrong. Why would you guys do this, Hoban? Why? What in the world? That was all potato. Man. That's another fruit in there. That's 2 fruits in there. I don't know what they're doing. Okay. Just gotta be careful with that dish now. I was obsessed with this dish the first time I had it. I was like researching it like crazy, the recipes, and there's multiple recipes of it. Hoban! I had to go through an obstacle course to get you guys, man. So I just had a huge chunk. It was super thick, you guys. The reason why I don't like thick pancakes is the undercookedness of the center. Because it's so thick. Oh. I was just so gooey and wrong. I'm just gonna pick out the seafood. That was like so gooey. So undercooked. It had that floury taste to it. And that's why, you guys, you make thin pancakes, okay? Plus this gets really doughy and pretty filling. I don't know, man. $16. At Sushi Axel, they do the thin pancakes. It's so good. It's so good. One thing I love about Korean food, though, are all the side dishes. It's just different flavors, different textures. Just be careful with potatoes. I'm not gonna lie, this is a really good mashed potato. But it's like they're doing a potato salad mixed with mashed potatoes. They should just pick one and stick with it. I still don't even know where the mashed potatoes came from. I don't really think that's traditionally Korean. Maybe it is. But my sister's Korean in-laws just never ate it. I don't know. I would always eat dinner with them. My sister always came to pick me up. This was before I could drive. And we always went out to a bunch of Korean restaurants. And I have a few nieces and a nephew that's half Korean. They're out in Cali. So I'm super excited I get to see them. I haven't seen them in years, you guys. Very long time since my sister moved out there. We stay in touch like on Facebook, or we text each other or call each other. I'm really excited to see them. I wouldn't even feed that to my boyfriend. I don't want him to be like, ooh, what kind of bulgogi is that? I actually make bulgogi a lot for me and my boyfriend. I'm actually making it this weekend. Man, it's just so dry, you guys. I can't get it to Sammy because there's onion marinade in here. Sammy's my boyfriend's dog. Man, I just want to spit this piece out. It's so dry. Excuse me here. Okay, I think we're done with bulgogi. No one likes it. What is up, Hoban? Did you guys get new chefs or what? They're not normally this bad. So in conclusion, their side dishes are really good, you guys. The sad part is I'm not even full, you guys. I'm still hungry. But my bulgogi was so bad. And now after I had that really gooey piece of the pancake, I just want to like dissect the seafood and just eat that. I'll eat a potato salad. I spent $40 for potato salad. Spent 40 bucks, you guys, for potato salad. I'm even gonna make a pack of ramen. Oh man. Why do they have corn in here? There's apple and corn. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'm completely bummed. They need to quit with that apple. It is not amazing. It's kind of weird. It should not be in there.